Andy, are the hustle baskets, especially in the first half, where Stoop notices a guy looking off and goes in for a dunk. Murphy as a trailer gets in. Is that just a sign of where this team is offensively, maturity, just taking what is being given to them and running with it?
Yeah, we wanted to really attack. It was a point of emphasis in Tennessee. You don't win on the road shooting jump shots. You have to attack inside out, and we wanted to do that same thing today. I knew we were going to be juiced. The crowd obviously was full of energy, and I knew we were going to be super hyped. So I just wanted to make sure that we were attacking off the bounce so we could settle into some kind of a rhythm.
Andy, how do you explain a guy who's scored going left his whole career is still scoring going left, and nobody can stop him from scoring going left?
Well, we try to do some things to help him. I don't know. I get mad at Murph when he does things out of character and tries to create plays that aren't there. A lot of our stuff is we'll run him with some action, trying to get him to his left hand. And when you have Marshall in the corner, Marshall goes 4 for 11 tonight, 2 for 8. But without him standing in that corner, Murph doesn't have space because they're not going to help off him. So if Murph can beat his man, then typically he's going to have a chance to finish at the rim. And I thought he did a great job of finishing at the basket.
Not a huge night point-wise for Reggie, but he seemed to be very involved defensively, rebounding. Just kind of talk about him, getting done down there. 10
rebounds for him is huge. I thought offensively, Oriaki's a big, strong dude, and he never really created an angle. Scoring's about space and angles, and he didn't have either on any of his attempts, and he had a hard time finishing over the top of him.
How critical were those minutes in the first half when Marshall picked up his second foul and you had to take him out, and they weren't able to really make a run there?
I thought the MVP of the first half was Derek Millinghouse. Anytime it seems to be everybody's game plan, Marshall comes out, you're going to zone us. I'm not sure it's a bad game plan, but that's what everybody's doing. And we were really struggling making shots. Derek came in, hit 2 big threes, got us in transition one time with his speed. I thought he was MVP in the first half. Second half, we want to go with our veteran, and Jarvis had a good floor game. Made his free throws, did a good job of controlling our offense.
Anything else?
Thank you.